Anime studios,
Oh,
or you're fired.
enlighten? What's anime? I never heard that in my life. Alright guys, so what's going on, fam? In case you don't know, my name is Bishop, alright? You know Bishop, like with the game of chess, you know, you heard. We're gonna be jumping into this type of, how they call it, like a reaction, because that's how you get the algorithm, whatever, alright, you heard. So let's just do this, man. They just started a YouTube channel with 17.1 million odd ones out. Let's go.
Recently, I read the worst YouTube comment ever, and I can't stop thinking about it. This comment lives in my head completely rent-free. It lives in its own private penthouse.
Yo, that's not a private penthouse. I got a house way better than that. My crib is way better, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to copy me. You can't jock me. You can't jock the strap.
The comment was concerning my upload schedule, and it was, if anime studios can make an episode of anime in 1 week, then these YouTubers can make a video in a month. Initially, I reacted.
Well, yo, can you put in the comment section what's anime? I never heard that in my life. But put in the comment section what the hell is an anime? Like, what is that, man? Never heard that before. Anime, yo, it sounds kind of funny.
Like, you think that's how this works? You think anime studios post an episode and go, great work, team. Well, time to make the next episode this week. Hope none of you have any plans.
Yo, how did he just do that? Like, he just put himself through the Matrix, yo. Like, comment below how he did that, man. That's kind of cool, like, and kind of weird. Like, I want to go through the screen and come out to a different dimension.
I know a bit about animation behind the scenes. Maybe I could talk about being an artist and educate people on the animation pipeline. So that way, I won't get any more uneducated comments. For this video, when I say artist, I'm going to be talking about the Google definition of an artist. Noun, a person who produces paintings or drawings as a profession or hobby. You know.
Yo, like, word, what's an artist, man? Like, yo, that's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't know anything about art. Like, what is that, man? The only art I know is, like, you know, being a rapper, you know, making my own songs, making my beat, you know, production. But I didn't know anything about this, man. So comment below, like, what is he talking about, man? I'm learning something. I'm kind of getting, you know, what do they call it in the enlighten, whatever. Let's keep going.
Oh, the pen and paper artists. I'm not really going to be talking about artists who make music or birthday cakes or take black and white photos of sunsets because I want to talk about cartoons. I make cartoons. Now, it should come to no surprise that I'm pro-artist. Well, not a pro-artist. Are you kidding? I know my skill level. I still can't draw fingers. What I'm saying is,
like, how does he sound like that? I'm gonna try to imitate his voice.
Like, I'm a pro artist. I don't know how to control myself and fingers. Okay.
I mean, yo, am I good with that? Like, that type of voice? Let me know in the comment section below.
I will support anyone who wants to make art. If you're making art as a hobby, then that's a really great creative outlet, and having something physical as an end result is incredibly rewarding. I know of 4 ways an artist can make a living. The first way is to be so good at art that people will pay money to hang it up in their house. The second option is to make caricature drawings at beaches and tourist traps. The third option is to sell your plasma. And the fourth option, which is the most common option, is to make drawings that people will pay you to make, and do a little bit of option 3 on the side.
Like, let's keep it a buck, right? I like my bucks. I don't like people say a buck, but I'm talking about an actual animal, you know, the bucks. It just don't sound like a good occupation for you to jump in. Like, why would you want to recreate something and then sell your bloodline? You know what I mean? It's rather be a Tekken bloodline rebellion. If you know what it is, you know what I mean.
A somewhat more stable idea is that artists will get jobs at studios or work for a YouTuber, and we'll be like, hey, we'll give you money if you draw specifically what we want, and if we don't like your art, we'll make sure to communicate clearly what we would like changed and work as a team to do the best we can. Or you're fired! And that leads us into animation, an important...
Whoa, that reminds me of, like, you understand, like, you know, like Vince McMahon, like, I could do a pretty good interpretation of you're fired. You're fired! Not bad, right?
Writing this in 2018. Now that doesn't mean it took 26 years to make the first season of the Animaniacs. There's a lot of moving parts that happen when producing an animated TV series. For starters, the whole season of the show gets made at the same time.
Yo,
while the writer...
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, like, I don't understand what he's talking about. What is he talking about? Like, these are real people. Like, I'm a real person as well. Like, what did he mean by animation? Like, I have no idea. Like, aren't we already animated? Like, we talk, we walk, we breathe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm breathing right now, right? You know what I mean by that, man. So, like, I'm trying to understand what he's trying to say, you know. Put that in that comment section. I want this comments to be 1 billion, you know. Like, let's just like it, comment, all that good stuff so this channel could get 17.1 million, you heard?
It's beautiful, isn't it? This exterior nighttime city skyline background? This background was drawn by one of my background artists, Annie Loomis, and it took 7 hours to make. And it was used specifically for this clip. If it wasn't for the Cats movie, I would have thought Hollywood knew what they were doing too. It lasted for 4 seconds. 7 hours of work, 4 seconds of content.
I kind of like that though, you know what I mean? Like, I like the fact that it's slow and steady wins the race, you know what I mean? Like, if it's gonna take you 4 years, let it be 40 years, you know? Like, cause I know the average human lifespan is at least 200 years, so you like 40 years compared to 200, you know, that's not too bad. Like, the longer the better. I mean, I'm just really good with advice, you heard?
Am I being cheap or cutting corners? Absolutely, but that's the point.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, you cheating, man. You cheating, homie. Like, whoever's Odd1sOut, let him know. Like, send a message to him. Like, share it to him and let him know. Like, yo, fam, you cheating, man. You can't be doing that, man. Like, I'm a musician artist. You know what I mean? I do everything from scratch. You heard? It only takes me like 25 years. That's nothing though, man. Like I said, slow and steady always wins the race, fam. Just to let you know.
That gives another background artist more time to make something else, like this James-themed city skyline. Instead of having to draw 20 different backgrounds of a bedroom, we already have a bedroom, let's just do something else, please. It's not being lazy, it's getting the most use, the most mileage out of your hard work. I see this next story pop up on Twitter about every month, and it makes me want to stab my eyes out. If you look at this scene from The Jungle Book and this scene from Winnie the Pooh, these two similarly proportioned boys are eerily moving in the exact same way. Wait, was this plagiarized? Did someone from Winnie the Pooh plagiarize The Jungle Book? No. Remember what I said about drawings equal time plus money? Well, back in the old days of animation, before fancy graphics cards and floppy disks, animation frames had to be physically painted onto floppy transparent sheets called cels.
So he means by like, is he like correct me if I'm wrong and put it in the comment section below. Does he mean by like Cell, right? Like perfect Cell, like Dragon Ball Z? Cause that's like my favorite show, you know? I don't know if it's anime, but I guess like word, like, yo, Perfect Cell is he's a beast. Just to let you know, he's my favorite villain. Put it in the comment section below. What's your favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z? You heard?
Animated movies were essentially a really long flipbook with over 100,000 hand-drawn painted pages. Back then, drawings equaled even more time and even more money. This whole sequence had to not only be drawn 24 times a second, but it also had to have the correct timing to look like a little boy was jumping on rocks. Just because you drew 24 Mowglis doesn't mean they're gonna look good when you play the frames together. So if you're making a cartoon movie in the 70s and you need a scene where a young boy character is just being a dude and throwing rocks, and you need a really climactic fight scene, are you gonna spend the time and money drawing another boy throwing another rock when someone else already did that 10 years ago?
Like, I'll do it, you know, I got the time, you know what I mean? Like I said, the average human lifespan is 200 years. I mean, that's what I heard from Google. I mean, don't quote me on it, just blame it on Google, alright? But like, that being said, if it takes 40 years, that's nothing, you know? Like, the longer the better, that's my best advice. I give good advice, I just want to let you know, I'm the best advice in the world, you heard?
Or are you going to reuse the animation the studio already made and then have more time and budget to make an even epicer fight scene? If these movies were from 2 different studios, then yes, that would be a completely different story. But Disney owns this movement of our boy Mowgli, so they're allowed to use that movement on our boy Chris. Turning your art into a full-time job is very difficult. I'm extremely lucky to not only have this opportunity, but to be able to build an amazing team of talented artists to create these cartoons and share them with you. And because of you watching these videos and supporting me, I'm able to reinvest money into the team so we can make better quality content and I can support more artists.
You know, that's a beautiful thing right there. I'm here to support you all the way. That's why I'm watching this. But, you know, you can support me too. You know what I mean? Like, we're all supporting each other. You know, we're family, you know. I think I seen you in the block like 2 years ago, like the odd ones out. You were the odd one in the group. I saw you and I was like, you know what? I think he got something special. And now you're doing something amazing with your fam. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. You know what? You can have it all. How about that? You can have it all. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Another one.
It's a win-win symbiotic thing we got going on. So if you ever wanted to get into the art industry, good luck, get drawing, and start putting that portfolio together. I hope you all enjoyed this art.
I'm gonna be real, like, that's the end of the video. So what do you guys think, man? I do my best when it comes down to commentary. Speaking of commentary, if you got any other, like, what they call animations and cartoons, put it down below. You may just get a shout out. Obviously, we gotta set up a Patreon, so fam, support the fam. You heard? Bishop and many others like this. You heard? So we can have a roof over our heads. So don't forget, like that goddamn video, share the video, subscribe, especially share it to this Odd Ones Out. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, he just started his channel and he already got 17.1 million, you heard? So like, I want the same thing. I actually want 100 million, but let's settle for less. Let's settle for 17.1 million like the Odd Ones Out, alright? So I'll see you guys in the next one. We out of here. Yeah, man.